Endgame, the final Hollywood movie. The last Hollywood movie. So I was watching Endgame yesterday for maybe the millionth time. And when they had that final scene where they're scrolling through all these Hollywood A-list stars, right? William Hurt, Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Evans, everybody. Chris Pratt, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas. Like every Hollywood actor was in this movie. And it's appropriately titled Endgame. And I'm watching and I'm thinking, this is it, right? This is the last of it. Movie stars are never going to be big like this ever again. It's over. And then, add to that the fact that coronavirus killed them. So, it's like completely done. America is done and Hollywood is done. I mean, even the composer, Alan Silvestri, people like him and Danny Elfman, they're not going to exist again. Because nobody's going to get into this industry as a composer with any hope of having creative freedom ever again. It's going to be, we want you to do a McDonald's commercial. And anybody with talent is going to say, no, I don't want that life. You look at movies from the 80s, there was more creative freedom. Creative freedom is getting, there's less of it. Less and less as time goes on. Endgame, the Joker movie, these are like the last gasps of creativity. And it's just going to get tighter and tighter, more rules. We need a safe movie. They'll never be able to make a movie like The Joker in 20 years. At that budget, never. Opening in movie theaters, no way. And just to show you, you know how scientists can predict things like viruses? Well, I can predict the way art is going. You look back 50 years ago, Stanley Kubrick was able to make movies, whatever he wanted, and they would show in theaters. That would never happen again. Someone like Woody Allen, pedophile, would never have the freedom or David Lynch, or Quentin Tarantino, never again. Maybe I'm being pessimistic, probably. Maybe I'm bitter, yeah. Doesn't make it not true. And I'm not really being bitter because this is going to give rise to indie projects. Very, very low budget movies that people make on their phones. That'll be the big new thing. It's like being in a rock band. The most you could hope for in this day and age, if you're in a rock band or something, is to just make a living at it. You're not going to get worldwide fame, but you might get a little bit of a following, and you might get to express yourself to a few people. That's the way it's going to go. Rock stars reached their peak as celebrities in the romantic period of music and during the 80s or something. That'll never happen again. There's never going to be another White Stripes or Nirvana or anything, Led Zeppelin like that, selling out stadiums and stuff. That's over. The only thing that's ever going to sell out stadiums or movie theaters is bubblegum bullshit, because it appeals to youths who are the only ones that want to spend money going there. They're the only ones who are dumb enough to eat that shit up. Beyonce, Britney Spears, R. Kelly, like these little safe bubblegum artists. Yeah, not R. Kelly, the other one. Kanye West. These other fake artists who think they're smart and people say they're a genius. Well, yeah, you're a genius according to a 16-year-old who has never read a book. Yeah, he is a genius. That's who listens to these people. It's teenagers, it's youths. I don't think there's a 30-year-old on the planet that listens to Eminem, and if there is, he's got to be really dumb. And it's the exact same story with the movie industry. Avengers Endgame is the best it's ever going to be ever again in terms of bubblegum Hollywood. Otherwise, it's just going to be drivel. It's going to be Disney drivel where all the right boxes are ticked off, and it's a safe movie. Because they have to be safe now if they're investing all this money in it. You can't ever take chances. So this is a test of my new computer. So far, so good. Let's see how quickly it processes. And subscribe if you like this, because you should, or die. If you like gays, click like. If you like blacks, comment. If you like women, click notification bell. If you like gay women, subscribe. And if you like gay black women, Patreon, Human Warnings, give me money.